Welcome back to your halftime show as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers at halftime here up 7-3 in a defensive battle. Live here from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, as I've got my nachos sitting with me as a co-host right now. A little nachos and cheese action right there. And a little, hold on a sec here, little pizza. That's the reason why you get out to Tampa Joe's, and it was a not sure time, if you will, when it comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the goal line. 4 straight runs by Sean Tucker, the same type of play. Saints stop them, so it has been a defensive battle. Bucs defense came to play. We talked about it. The very next play after the Bucs get stopped on the goal line, Anthony Nelson with a touchdown there, deflection off of Spencer Rattler. And now that is 6th giveaway in the last 2 games. We told you who was going to step up in Hassan Reddick's place. Anthony Nelson came to play. So there's your first touchdown right there. And then after that, it has been Bucs defense. Somebody really has to explain this to me, though, because Jamel Dean is definitely stepped up also here the last couple of weeks, ever since he got his contract restructured. He causes the fumble. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it up, should have a touchdown. And once again, the refs, and hopefully I have sound effects on this.
That's good enough to suck right there.
Suck. They blew the whistle. I mean, I don't quite understand this at all. I don't understand that, because usually when you cause a fumble, the referees allow that play to extend. So now you're trying to tell me you blew the whistle for what purpose? So, in my opinion, the Bucs should be up 14-0, but the defense doing everything they can to help this struggling offense right now. Give credit to where credit is due. The Saints defense has showed up today. We talked about rival games. You just never know what to expect. Baker Mayfield right now, 6 for 9, 50 yards. Rachaad White, 11 carries for 30 yards, and Sean Tucker, 5 carries for 29 yards. So, some of the things that we talked about in the pregame show as we're live here from Tampa Joe's. I'm your host, Peter Blake, giving you something to think about. They're running the ball more than they're passing it. That's what they had to do. This offense right now, not getting a lot of stuff going. Emeka Egbuka, 1 catch for 24 yards. Rachaad White, 1 for 9. Sterling Shepard, 1 for 8. K-Dot in there. But I give credit to where credit is due. The Saints team is doing everything they can, especially at that goal line, shutting down the Bucs. And you know, you have to establish that penetration with your offensive line. And when you don't, and you don't push the pile, and when you have a veteran like Cam Jordan and the others there, DeMario Davis, these guys are veterans. They're going to play. They got their backs against the wall. Yes, they're 1-6, but they're going to give the Bucs everything they can handle at this point. So I'll tell you what, let's go out to the comments here. Super chat right there. Virgin Boys, 199. That was a touchdown. Absolutely trash call by the referees. Agree with that. We have seen this over and over again the last couple of weeks. We've seen it all year long. I'm not surprised by the National Football League and the inconsistency, because it is a consistent thing when it comes to the officiating. in the league. I just don't get it. I thought it should have been a touchdown myself. It's not. So Bucs are winning 7-3 again. Field goal there right before the half by the Saints. Bucs, when it comes to defensively, Jacob Parrish leading the way right now with 5 tackles, had the 1 sack. Also, you have Anthony Nelson, who we spoke up before, not only had the touchdown, but also has the sack, stepping in for the injured Hassan Reddick. Got to tell you, Anthony Nelson, he continues to play like this. It's definitely going to make Jason Lang think twice about making a trade for an edge rusher. If he plays like this, he's always had a high motor. He's finally getting the opportunity to start for this team, and we'll see how it plays out. 3 tackles from Nelson, 1 sack, 1 interception for the touchdown there. The Bucs have already caused 3 turnovers, so they're doing their part. The offense needs to pick them up, and we'll see what happens. Let's go out to You Know I'm Right. As long as our offensive line is ass, we aren't winning this game. Safe to say Graham Barton is a bust. Not ready to say that, but he's definitely had a rough game here. The last couple weeks had a rough game against the Lions. This line definitely has to do a better job of protecting Baker Mayfield. He's gotten hit. We've seen a couple of times here just going out to what the Saints have done. Justin Reed with a half a sack there. Nathan Shepard with the sack. Chase Young with 1.5 sacks at this point. So this was also one of the keys to the game. You got to protect Baker Mayfield. Mayfield coming into this game already banged up. Some question. Didn't really practice all of the week. So you can't afford to get him hurt at the end of the day. Let's go out to Tim here. Absolutely pathetic refereeing on that play. I don't understand it. Explain it to me like I'm an 8-year-old, because that's when I started watching football. And just recently, 10 years ago, I always thought the ref swallowed the whistle. You let the continuation of the play go, so you see the result of the play. That's a touchdown by Antoine Winfield Jr. Shades of Winfield Jr. just a couple years ago versus the Saints, taking that fumble and changing the game. Now it's 7-3. The Saints are still in the game when they should be out of the game. It should be 14-3 or 14-0 at this point. That was allowed BS. The refs are rigging the game. There was no whistle. Ray Charles could even hear that wasn't a whistle. Heard the sound effects. Let the truth set you free, as I will fire the cannons for that.
Fire the cannon!
Yes, and we'll go ahead and get some Baker.
Wait up, little boy! Wait up!
I know Todd's excited about the defense. It is exciting, Todd. It is exciting the way your defense is playing right now. Peter, the refs needed your sound effect board to add in the whistle. They never blew. Yeah, this is what I think about the refs. Tom Brady had something to say.
That's good enough to suck right there!
Exactly, Tom, it is. They need to start finding refs for bad calls like this. Agree with that. Dave, BS officiating. That was a touchdown. There was no whistle. There was no whistle. Alex Nunster, Josh Grizzard needs to be left in New Orleans. Clearly him and Baker aren't on the same page. Calm down. I'm not ready to leave the offensive coordinator there in New Orleans. There's a second half of this. Let's see what they come out with. But again, give credit. The Saints are prideful. They're going to play the Bucs tough. It's going to be a tough situation. The line's got to do a better job. You're absolutely correct. Josh Grizzard has to do a better job with calling plays. Grizz and Grizz only at this point. Justin, Ron, the fixer, Torbert, controlled the spread. Looks like it. Let's go out to Trevor. Run the damn ball. They are running the ball there. Let's go back out to those statistics. Again, you look at the Bucs. Rashad White, 11 carries for 30 yards. Sean Tucker, 5 carries for 29 yards. So, 60 yards of rushing, 61 yards. My math is there here. Let's see. 59 yards of rushing. That's not bad at the first half. And also you ran the ball for 16 times. So, again, look at the run-pass differential. They're running the ball more. We said that this would be a big key. And then furthermore, with the Saints coming in, not being able to stop the run and giving up over 200 yards of rushing to the Chicago Bears last game, you thought that would be something that they would do. Let's go out to Dave. NFL needs to really clean this up because fans are starting to wonder if things aren't on the up and up after the past week of the NBA scandal. Let the truth set you free, Dave. Let's go out to Trevor here. Ref screwed us out of that Winfield score. Agree, me, Sador. The offense is pedestrian at best right now. Desperately need Gadecki at right tackle. Yeah, it's tough. especially on that right side. It is very tough right now. You got to figure this out. You got to make some adjustments. Guys got to step up, especially on the offensive line. Not good. Not good at all. As I think somebody tried to switch something off there. I don't know what happened. Do we have wide receivers playing today other than Ibuka? Certainly doesn't seem like it. I've watched the play 6 times. No whistle. Mike DeRoche's there from Canada. Oh, Canada. As I go back to the game here just a moment. Winfield got robbed. That was a scoop and score. Again, reminiscent of 2 years ago when they played in New Orleans. Dave, did we really run up the middle 5 times without trying at least one pass on the goal line, or was I dreaming? You were not dreaming, and they got no yards to show for it. They got no soup for them and had to like it. It's the O-line. They're just terrible. Not very good right now, Michael. Fire Todd Bowles on 4-play red zone. Come on, let's not do this nonsense. Refs are awful, that they are. They're very consistently awful to get you ready for the second half. There will be back for your post-game edition in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show here, live from Tampa Joe's, 9316 Anderson Road, as I watch for the TV here. And then last comment, just let Tucker run. He went off in this game last year, 2 tutties. Yeah, I think that's the key. That's my biggest key. Continue to run the ball. Figure out how you can feed the ball to Sean Tucker. And this defense continue to do what you're doing, especially Anthony Nelson, who is stepping up in a major way. This defense playing well. Jamel Dean playing well. Absolutely. Let's go, Bucs. Beat the refs. Yes. Yes. And yes.
Fire the cannon!
We'll get back to the second half here live. Tune in to the evolution of Sports Talk Television at the post-game edition at the end of the show, live from Tampa Joe's. For everybody else tuning in, thank you very much for that. Get you ready for your second half of the game versus Bucs versus the Saints. I'm your host, Peter Blake. 3 things. Bring your passion. Bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And for fans of the Sports Web and the Tampa Bay Sports Fan, it's your time. We'll see you soon in the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Keep it locked here on the Sports Web.